Finally, OpenClaw is an app you can click on your Mac, on your Windows desktop, laptop, anything, even Mac Mini, and even on a VPS server. Finally, this is possible. Let me just show you what happens when I click on this. I literally open up a window that looks like this. Now, this is opening up in internet. So it could be Chrome, Edge, Opera, whatever operating system you're using. This is what opens up. Now, from here, you can install, update, you can stop OpenClaw, by the way, which many people don't know, that once you install and start OpenClaw, it's running forever. It will never stop. Even if you restart your computer, it won't stop. And that's why now that there's this little thing you can just start using, you can also know that you're safe stopping it. And now I know a lot of people don't want to have to invest money on VPS or buy a Mac. So this could be perfect for people who want to use OpenClaw here and there, kind of start it and then stop it when you want to, and use it. You use it by pressing this button, and here I am inside OpenClaw, and I can just use it straight away. So you have all the basic functionality. Now, how much is this app? It's literally only $19. Yes, you heard me right, $19. And you have an installer for OpenClaw that works from your desktop, works on any platform. I forgot to mention it also works on Linux as well, which is fantastic. So what do you get? One click install this. You can roll back to previous versions of OpenClaw. How do you do that? You just click on here and then roll back. See, some of these were very, very permissive, and some of these are very restrictive. So you can go back just by doing this without even knowing how to actually use OpenClaw. You can literally get up and running. What else do you get? You get a dashboard where you can see if it's running or not. So let's say I press the stop button, stop OpenClaw. What you're about to see is that it's going to say not running. So you can actually see with your eyes if it's running or not. Because without this, it could be running in the background, doing things, working, and you don't know about it. That's not good for most people. Most people want to be in the loop and know exactly how to what's going on. Now, that's everything you get. Now, if you scroll down a little bit more, you actually get quite a few more things. Now, some of these are available in the basic version, which is only $19. That will get you up and running for sure with OpenClaw, no doubt about that. And some of these are not included. Let's see what's not included. So some of the things that are not included is the My Employees. But let's talk about what is included. What is included, I think, is the setup wizard and just all of these different things that will help you get up and running if you get stuck. It's included the where things are stored, and you can clean up all sessions and start fresh if you need to. All of this is included, I think. Don't mark me on the word, but I think it's included. And what's not included is the skill store, where you can literally browse the skill store by typing something like, for example, YouTube. For example, if you type YouTube and then you can choose which skills you want to use from the list of skills. Very, very organized and seamless. So for those of you who are not so technical, don't want to go into the CMD every second and run a search like that, it's really not a way of automating. You can uninstall, install, or get more details. That's not included in the basic version, but you'll get up and running even without this. And also the skills manager. Now, this is genius because this will allow you to move skills between installations. So if you have, like, let's say a Mac Mini, you've already purchased it, and perhaps you even already purchased OpenClaw. It's free. OpenClaw's free, but then you can move skills over from one installation to another, because you should be aware that you could actually use more than one OpenClaw instance per computer. Now, people are telling you to buy more than one Mac Mini. That's a bit of a silly idea because you're wasting your money. One Mac Mini can literally run even 100 OpenClaws, and I might get into that a bit more in this video, so watch it till the end. But over here, you can see what you get with the Pro version. You can see all of your skills. These are your workspace skills, and these are your installed skills. Now, with the installed skills, they are available for all of your agents. So if you create more than one agent or employee, they can all use these skills. But the workspace skills cannot be used by more than one agent. And what are workspace skills in OpenClaw? Let me explain. It's worth staying for this. Workspace skills are skills that you discussed with your agent, like, listen, can you like talk to him, and he just creates the skill as you go along. Like he listens to you, he writes up the skill, and then he keeps fixing it until it's perfect. So once you get a skill perfect, like for example, this one took me about an hour. I was chatting with my OpenClaw. I said, listen, log into my Lovable website, and then here's the credentials, here's this, here's that. So till I got this skill to work, it took me an hour. But now I want to make it universal, so I can just click make this skill universal, and then it will make the skill universal, just like that. Now it can be used by all your agents and it lives in the right place. So now it's no longer here. Look, it's gone. Now it's in the installed skills. Now all of my agents can now post onto my Lovable blog, which is fantastic. I just made that universal. So that, for example, is not included. And one of the things I love is the fact that you can back up your skills every time you want, so that if something goes wrong or something breaks, you have a backup. That's available with Pro, and with Pro you also get this thing here. Now this is genius for anyone who's even using OpenClaw on the VPS or on Mac Mini. You guys know that OpenClaw, because it can edit files, it can edit its own files, and many times OpenClaw will edit its own files. When it edits its own files, what it can do, it can break its configuration. Now I know that for everyone who orders the $19 version, you do get this thing here, which is a where is it? Fix problems automatically button. Now this button will allow you to reset your config, which usually works and can work many times, but sometimes OpenClaw is so broken, he's dead basically. You need to kind of just delete everything and start again. And so that's why this is crucial. Safety, restore points. This is good for anyone, even if you've already installed OpenClaw. Before you carry on using it, purchase the Pro version of Claw Launcher. It will integrate seamlessly with your current installation. It works automatically. It won't delete your old configuration. And then all you need to do is create a safety restore point. Everything works so smoothly. And then you just kind of write a description, so you can always check which restore point you want to go back to. As you can see, I make tons of these. See, I made a restore point when everything was working, Suno to video. I could make a Suno. It would literally make me a Suno song, slap on a looping video on it, and post it onto YouTube. Can you imagine how happy I was when this was successful? So obviously I created a restore point here. It just makes sense to do that. And so I recommend getting the Pro version for that. And more in the Pro version is these three. Now, before I carry on, I do want to say, if you do order this $19 OpenClaw software, which basically runs like a regular software on your desktop, no command lines. You will not see the command line for any purpose except for onboarding, which is also very easy because it's all in plain English. This $19 will go towards your Pro anytime. So you won't lose 19 if you purchase 19 and want to upgrade in the future. It will go towards this, which is fantastic. So I highly recommend people who've been waiting to install OpenClaw. Now is the time. This is dirt cheap. It's been $49 for about 2 or 3 months now, 2 months. And now it's gone to 19. And the reason why is because I want more people using OpenClaw. I think OpenClaw is genius, and I don't think there should be a price barrier for people to install it, to start it, to stop it. These things are basic. I think everyone should be using that. The real functionality comes from the My Employees section and the Ask section, where you can ask an AI assistant to help you if you get stuck on something. We built this. And also we have a human being contact support. Now this is only available with the Pro, but you can always upgrade anytime, as I mentioned. Now regarding the My Employees section, this is insane. Basically, you can add more employees by pressing the Add Employee button. All this does is creates new agents inside of OpenClaw. So for example, I have 4 agents active right now. Now they're all running on the same port. So let me just show you that. When I click on ports here, you can change your employee ports, and the way employee ports works, it's like door numbers. So if everyone lives in the same door number, then they all have the same port. So you can't really close one of them. If you close the office, they all have to leave. Let me show you what I mean. So right now, these 3 agents are on one door number, and this one is on a different door number. So I could actually start this guy here. By the way, this is all on the same computer. So you can use one Mac Mini and use multiple instances of OpenClaw without needing to buy more than one. And these, by the way, when you choose a different port or a different door number for one of your agents, you literally, they cannot talk to each other. I'm warning you, if you change a port for one of your employees, then they cannot talk to each other. If you keep them on the same port, they can talk to each other on the condition that you allow them. And this is where employee collaboration comes in. This is letting your employees work as a team when a task is too big or too specialized for one. An agent can hand it to another employee automatically. Now this, if you look at this now, you see earlier on I showed you all my employees. So this is my main employee. He's like the master. So I've given him authority to be able to hand off tasks to other employees. Now these ones are isolated. They've got their own little room. They're working alone. They cannot reach out to other employees for help or for different tasks. They have very specific tasks, by the way. And this guy here can hand off tasks. Now, if you want to add more employees that can do more, you can just switch that on. And don't forget to click the Save Settings button. And now, lastly, the message routes. Now, this is when we're talking about, Telegram, WhatsApp, and all of that. That can be handled here. However, I do recommend handling most of that in the Setup Wizard because that's where things are really supposed to be handled. Now, recently, there's been a new upgrade called Browser Control, which is fantastic. I made a separate video about that. And what it does, it allows OpenClaw to actually use your actual browser, meaning not like a separate browser like Chromium or Canary or anything like that. It uses your actual signed in browser. So let me see if I can find that for you now, just to show you how that looks. But before I do, I just want to explain that when you get Claw Launcher Pro, you actually are able to install this so easily. Now I recommend the Chrome extension one. Even though it says advanced, it's really not that difficult. All you need to do is click this button and then copy this and paste it into, you know what, let me do it right now. Let me see. I don't even have I don't even have it installed. So let me just do it with you right now. Install. I'm installing the Chrome extension that OpenClaw created. This is official, by the way. This is the official Chrome extension that will let you work with OpenClaw within your signed in browser. So as you can see, we've successfully installed the extension. Now all we need to do is click on this, copy, and then we'll go to that URL, and then we need to switch on developer mode. See it up there? I hope you can see that. If you can't see it, forgive me. Developer mode must be on. Now, next step, let's go back to the instructions. You copy this, path copied, and then you click on load unpacked over here. Let me click on that now. And then you just paste in the folder here. I hope you can see that too. I don't think you can see that. One sec. Let me show you here. Here, I'm pasting it in here. And then you will just click select folder. That you can't see either. My goodness. By the way, I don't edit my videos. Everything you see is live, so I don't really edit. And that's it. We've installed the OpenClaw browser relay, which is basically what I was explaining, that if you get the Pro version, you have this functionality, which was new from 14th of March, by the way. Now all you need to do is paste your gateway token. Now, where the hell are you going to get that from? Obviously, if you got the Pro version, it's right here. And in one click, you just copy it and paste it into this little hole here and click save. And that's it, guys. We've literally just added this Chrome extension called the OpenClaw Gateway Chrome extension. Let me just show you up here. Let me find it. It should be here. Oh, here it is. Now, I recommend clicking this. This is a quick pro tip. That will show it over here. And now, when I click on this, you will be able to decide which of your windows you want OpenClaw to see. So, for example, if I click on this here, let me see what he's saying. He seems to be having an issue. perhaps I've not done something right. Let's see. Oh, I see. I have to click the next button, obviously. Connect extension. And then once you click that, it will actually make it work. That's so funny. Like, I literally missed step 4. And the most important part is actually, how does your OpenClaw now know that it can chat with the extension, the browser relay? How does it know? And the answer is, the way it knows is by this, the extension skill. Now, without this, by the way, your OpenClaw will not know that it can access your browser. So you literally have to click on install extension skill, and now your agents can use the Chrome extension. Let's test it right now. I'm going to go to OpenClaw. Let's actually start it. It's actually not running right now. If I go back here, I'll click on start OpenClaw, and now you can actually get to see how simple it is to use this really easy software, which is all user friendly, it's all graphical, and it does everything for you, and it's an app on your desktop. So you really have a solution, an all-in-one solution for running OpenClaw at $19 freaking dollars. It's a joke of a price, I promise you. We are not profiting when you purchase this. I promise you, this costs more to create, and it's $19, and then you can literally start using OpenClaw. So here we are inside OpenClaw. Now I'm just going to wait a second. It usually takes about 10 seconds for the actual gateway to come up. So I'm going to wait here. 1 second. I'll click reload a few times here. Here we go. So here we're in, and we can now chat to OpenClaw. Now I want to show you, when I open a new tab here, let me open a tab. I'll call it, let's say, google.com. I just want to show you how it controls my browser, and I want to give OpenClaw access to it. So to do that, all I need to do is click on this little Q OpenClaw icon, and then it says on. As you can see, OpenClaw browser relay can see this browser. Fantastic. Now let me tell him, just to show you, this is just to show you, please type in the search box, get Claw launcher now. Now I've asked him to type in the search box on this page, and as you can see, it says on here because I permitted OpenClaw to use this specific browser window, and I didn't permit him to use a different one. So if I go back to this one, it won't say on. It doesn't say anything. But when I click on this one, notice how it says on. Now, in a few seconds, OpenClaw will actually type in here what I've asked him to, because he can see this browser right now, and he's got the browser relay skill. So in a few seconds, hopefully, the OpenClaw will be typing in here because I just asked him to. Let's see if it works. Fantastic, it did it. Now, this is very simple task, but this is so powerful because it's using your actual signed in account, which basically means it can be logged in. Like, let's say you logged into Facebook and said, listen, go do this, go do that. Now OpenClaw can automate that for you as well. Oh, he's actually clicking in. He's actually going on. He's actually doing more. I didn't ask for that, but whatever. He seems to be proactive right now, and this is fantastic. So it's literally working. Located the search box, typed get Claw launcher now, press enter. Now, if you want to switch off its control, you just click on this little button here and it switches it off. All of this is available thanks to Claw launcher, guys. So whenever you need, so I think this is unbelievable. Like what you're getting here for Pro, at least, you're getting like these unbelievable things. It's just unbelievable. It gives you full control with OpenClaw. It gives you superpowers so that you can literally use it to do any automation you need. And with this new Chrome extension, which this thing makes it so easy. I'm telling you, this will take hours to set up. I literally tried setting it up without OpenClaw, this browser thing, but it really just is so complicated. I know they put a post on it, but it doesn't help. If you don't do all of these steps, it just doesn't work. I promise you, it doesn't work. And so that's it. So thanks for watching. If you need a new employee for your business, make sure you add more employees that do different tasks. And why do I recommend making more than one? And don't chat to your single employee. I promise you, don't chat to just one employee, because if you do, they won't, the context window just keeps growing, and the work that they have to do gets too dispersed and it makes mistakes. What you need to do for each task, you need to create a new employee. So you go to employees, create a new employee with a specific task. This is called a sub agent, really, but create a new employee, give it a task, for example, Lovable or WordPress post guy. Then you tell your main OpenClaw what you want the role to be, meaning tell him the instructions for that specific agent, and your main agent will fix up this one's like brain. It will tell him, listen, your role is XYZ. And then you tell your main agent, every time I ask you to post on WordPress or Lovable, chat to the Lovable poster. He will do that job for you. And that way, he has less context and it's more condensed and clean context. And this guy, for example, he can create for me specific skits that I need, comedy skits. So whenever I need a good comedy skit, this guy has the best prompt in the world to create funny comedy skits. And so this guy gets the comedy skit prompts, and he gets the idea from my main employee. He gets it. And then he sends back just the perfect comedy skit. If I asked this guy to do it, just make me an amazing comedy skit, he would create one, but it wouldn't be in the perfect format that I need. So this guy creates a skit, sends it back to me ready, and then once it's ready, I guess you could send it to Lovable or to WordPress poster. You could also get this guy to send to this guy, to send to this guy, and that's all possible in the employee links over here. When you switch these on, they can all talk to each other. This was Claw Launcher. Claw Launcher is your friend, and it's going to be here to stay. Every couple of days, we add more features to the Pro version. The basic version will get you up and running with OpenClaw from your desktop, guys. So whatever computer you're using, whether it's Mac, Linux, or Windows, you can get OpenClaw now for $19 for a desktop app, which can do all of these things. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Follow for more.